Snowplows have been around for a long time, over 100 years, but we still keep coming up with new, better ways to be able to build them. I don't know if I could sum it up very well in one word, but it's been my life's privilege to be part of this company. So the real story? This first picture represents the 9 years of BOSS before I was here. And I really treasure that because 40 years ago, somebody made the decision to start building BOSS Snowplow here in Iron Mountain. And it's made such an impact on so many people's lives. So I look at these people and say thank you. Over the course of my years at BOSS, I got to work with a lot of really talented people that came up with really good ideas. So any of the inventions or patents that I've been associated with have always been inventions and ideas that were developed as a group. So BOSS started off with a chain lift, and all of the hydraulics had to be underneath the hood of a truck. And as trucks started to evolve and emissions came into play, it became more and more difficult to be able to put all of those hydraulics underneath the hood of the truck. And so Larry Capra started designing a new attachment system called Rapotach II. Rapotach II was really revolutionary because all of those hydraulics moved out onto the snowplow, and it made the installation an awful lot easier. Rapotach II seriously was one of the easiest things to attach if all the conditions were exactly right. But the thing I remember most about Rapotach II, one of the really small details of the product was the cast iron latch that closed to attach it to the truck. And the engineering drawing at the time showed a really sharp corner on that latch, which is a perfect place for it to crack. Castings and sharp corners don't mix. And phone calls coming in with my plow fell off my truck. The truck stopped at the intersection and the plow just kept going. So we quickly made changes to improve and address that issue that we had. But it was also a great learning experience for me. When somebody drew that latch and drew that sharp corner, they thought they were doing the right thing. So we started work on a different attachment system, ended up being called Smart Hitch. The whole point of Smart Hitch was to do something very easy. There's a number of evolutions to Smart Hitch. When I think about going to a trade show right now and we demonstrate Smart Hitch, and the headgear powers up and makes the sound, and then pins pop in and click. It is one of the most satisfying sounds I've ever heard that customers, I think, relate to when you hear that click and everything engaged, like, I'm locked, I'm ready to go. Trip edge snowplows have always been really popular in the Northeast. The deep, heavy snow out there, and the way it comes in wet and then freezes, it becomes really hard like concrete. So customers out there often preferred a trip edge product over a full moldboard trip that we were selling previously. The DXT kind of gives us the best of both worlds. One of the remarkable things, and actually why it's patented, is that the combination of trip edge plus full moldboard trip, the protection to the truck is honestly, it's better than just adding those two together. There's kind of a multiplied effect that allows less energy to be transferred into the truck. So it's really an amazing system that, works even better than what you would expect, and consequently it's patented. Our 40th anniversary is really a milestone. It's an opportunity for us to look back at how far we've come, thank our people for all that we've accomplished over the last 40 years. And our people being all of our employees, but also our dealers and our customers. This is a picture with Rob from Rob's Snowplowing. he was one of the people that always shot straight with me and told me the way it is, what he's truly experiencing, and giving you suggestions on how to make it better. So I'm looking at this and I can tell he's unloading on me, but he's making our product better. When we talk about listen to our customer, they tell us things sometimes that we don't want to hear. And it's easy to just shut it out and not listen. But if we can actually listen to them, they are there helping to be able to make the product better. Yeah, and a couple more pictures with our dealers and distributors, people that have really been instrumental. For instance, Marty at Gardner's, when I first got started, I didn't know anything about a snowplow. And so many of our dealers and our team here at BOSS, our employees in the plant, really taught me so many things and kind of had my back and trying to make sure that we did things in the best possible way. One of the things I noticed looking at, kind of all of these old pictures is that over the course of 31 years that I've been at BOSS, there's been a lot of different people involved. Many really good people that have came and contributed so much over the years. What's really remarkable though is as the organization has grown and as time has gone by, some of the people have come and gone, but the core values are the same. BOSS is a winning team. We build the best product on the planet. We've got really talented people. So much more talented than I was when I was in engineering. Our engineers are incredibly talented, and I can go through the entire organization saying that same thing. We keep building together. When you look at pictures of the conventional mount chain lift system, and you look at new BOSS Snowplow with cold front technology, innovation of a product that's been around a long time that just keeps getting better and better and better. To be able to see a company go from an unknown in the industry to being the #1 brand of snow and ice removal equipment, all that I can say is I look back and I'm absolutely amazed at what we have all been able to do together. And if we've gone so far during the last 40 years, imagine what we can do during the next 40 years.